In the dimly lit apartment of Kaelin Vexer, where shadows danced across walls like restless spirits, a single flickering light cast an eerie glow on the worn wooden floor. The air was heavy with the scent of old books and stale coffee. It was a place where time seemed to warp and bend, making hours feel like minutes, but only when Kaelin's gaze lingered long enough. Kaelin stood at the kitchen counter, staring blankly at the small notebook in front of them. The scribbled notes within were an attempt to track the increasingly erratic behavior of their neighbor, Lyra Fraying. At first, it had been minor, a misplaced key here, a faint humming noise there. But over the past fortnight, those incidents had snowballed into full-blown disturbances. Doors slamming shut on their own, objects moving from one room to another without explanation. Today was different, though. Lyra's actions had escalated. Kaelin recalled the sound of muffled screams and frantic whispers through the thin walls that separated them. The intensity of those cries had sent a shiver down Kaelin's spine as they scribbled notes with a trembling hand, trying to make sense of it all. A knock at the door broke the silence, making Kaelin jump in surprise. They hesitated before carefully opening the door to reveal Lyra standing in the dimly lit hallway, her eyes sunken and her skin pale. "Kaelin. I need your help," she whispered, her voice barely audible over the faint hum of the fluorescent lights above. Without a word, Kaelin ushered Lyra into their apartment, closing the door behind them with an air of forced normalcy. As they led Lyra to the kitchen counter, the notebook in front of them seemed to mock their attempts at rationality. The scribbled notes told a tale of an unraveling reality, one that Kaelin struggled to contain. With shaking hands, Kaelin poured Lyra a glass of water from the tap, which continued to run with an unsettling persistence even after it had been turned off. The sound was just another thread in the tapestry of anomalies that had begun to weave itself around their lives. As Lyra drank the water, her eyes locked onto Kaelin's, and for a fleeting moment, they seemed to hold a glimmer of recognition, or perhaps it was simply madness. The line between reality and chaos had grown perilously thin, threatening to consume them both. In that instant, Kaelin understood the true horror. Lyra wasn't just unraveling, she was reweaving their world according to her own twisted design. And they were powerless to stop it.